You have tasted the silent, borderless field where the mind stops naming and the self dissolves. In that clarity, everything is simple, open, and whole. Yet here you are, still breathing, still feeling the tug of work deadlines, family tensions, and the unexpected sting of loss. This is not a mistake. The peace you found was never meant to float above life like a cloud refusing the rain. It was meant to soak into the soil of ordinary moments. Awakening does not cancel the human condition. It illuminates it. The mind still generates stories. The body still rides waves of pleasure and pain. Activities that were previously fueled by the ego's drive, needs, or traumas are now fueled by love and understanding. The paradox is that the same awareness that knows pure stillness also knows the tightness in your chest during an argument and the softness of watching a child sleep. Nothing is excluded. When you stop fighting that ebb and flow, peace matures into presence, steady, alert, available. You become more alive, not less, because you are no longer arguing with what life brings. So welcome the full range of experience. Let traffic jams, awkward pauses, and first-day nerves call you back to mindful attention. Bow to joy and sorrow equally. Both teach you that awareness is spacious enough to hold everything without breaking. This is how peace becomes functional rather than decorative. When you honor common, messy humanity, you stop pedestalizing enlightenment and begin partnering with life exactly as it shows up. Inner peace is a powerful fuel, not a parking spot. When you sit in genuine stillness, you discover a natural wish to serve, the way a seed discovers it wants to sprout. Compassion, no longer an abstract virtue, turns into a physical impulse to ease suffering where you can. Understanding, no longer a philosophical idea, becomes a lens that sees the fear behind anger and the fatigue behind indifference. Your calm nervous system changes the conversation in any room you enter. People sense safety around you. They begin to relax. That invisible influence is already a gift, but it is only the beginning. Use your steadiness to take clear, courageous action. Speak up when silence would harm. Listen when noise would dominate. Volunteer when others step back. Peace that stays inside is incomplete. Peace that walks, cooks, and protests is peace fulfilling its promise. Notice how engagement deepens your own realization. Each act of service tests and refines your understanding, revealing hidden pockets of ego or unconscious bias. Instead of retreating when those edges appear, thank the world for showing you the next layer to integrate. In this feedback loop, life and awakening polish each other like two stones in the same river. Over time, purpose stops feeling like a task list and starts feeling like breathing, natural, rhythmic, and essential. Purpose is not a riddle answered once and filed away. It is a conversation between your nature and the world's need. Like any good conversation, it evolves as you listen deeper, as circumstances shift, and as your capacities mature. Begin by mapping 3 things: your values, your enthusiasms, and your skills. Values are what matter to you even when no one is watching. Integrity, creativity, justice, kindness. Enthusiasms are the activities that pull you into flow: coding, gardening, mentoring, designing. Skills are the tools you have honed through study and repetition. Writing grant proposals, repairing engines, mediating disputes. Lay these 3 maps on top of one another and look for the places they overlap. Those intersections are clues to your purpose. Maybe you care about dignity, enjoy listening, and know business strategy. You might thrive in social enterprise consulting. Maybe you prize beauty, love drawing, and grasp anatomy. You could create medical illustrations that ease patient anxiety. The form is less important than the felt sense of alignment. That quiet yes in the chest that says, "This fits." Do not panic if the overlap seems small or blurry. Clarity grows through experiment. Try internships, side projects, conversations with people in fields that intrigue you. Treat each attempt as data, not a verdict. Your purpose will reveal itself the way a path appears only after you have walked it. Keep notes on what energizes you and what drains you. Patterns will emerge. Purpose is discovered as much by subtraction, letting go of mismatches, as by addition. Awakening is not a diploma, it is a living inquiry. The more you embody it, the more life invites you to new grades of honesty and courage. Challenges will arise, not as punishment but as curriculum. A sudden layoff may ask you to trust uncertainty. A difficult co-worker may show you the edge of your patience. Global crises may test whether your compassion can scale beyond personal circles. You begin to live like a gardener. In every garden, there are flowers and vegetables, but also weeds, pests, and storms. You don't curse the mud, you compost it. You turn what once seemed useless or ugly into nourishment for new life. In the same way, you tend to your suffering. You don't push it away. You don't pretend it's gone. You use it, gently, patiently, to grow wisdom, compassion, and inner strength. Even the lotus needs mud, and so do you. The Buddha was a gardener of the soul. Be like him. Use what hurts to grow what heals. Meet these events the way a martial artist meets a sparring partner, alert, respectful, committed to learning. Use basic practices, conscious breathing, body scanning, truth-telling with friends, to stay grounded when the stakes feel high. When you stumble, as everyone does, study the moment of contraction. What belief got triggered? What emotion was avoided? Each insight becomes compost, enriching the soil for future action. Remember to celebrate, too. Track progress the way athletes log training sessions. Did you apologize quicker this time? Did you ask for help instead of pretending you had it all together? These small pivots are how consciousness rewires behavior. Over months and years, they add up to a life that quietly radiates integrity. The journey may be endless, but milestones matter. Mark them with gratitude and rest. Awakened living is very practical. One clear mind, one open heart, meeting one situation at a time. Over the long arc, those moments accumulate into culture change. A peaceful parent raises children who trust their inner signals. A fair manager shapes a workplace where candor is safe. A mindful voter supports policies that balance prosperity with sustainability. None of these acts solves the world overnight, but together they tilt the field toward sanity. Measure your impact not only by visible results, but also by invisible ripples. You may never know who decided not to quit school after you encouraged them, or who drove home sober because your story woke them up. Trust that sincerity travels farther than you can track. Meditation, contemplation, time in nature, or honest dialogue, whatever refreshes your direct experience of awareness, must remain non-negotiable. Service without renewal slides into burnout. Renewal without service stagnates. The rhythm of inward stillness and outward contribution is the heartbeat of awakened life. When doubt creeps in, as it will, recall the simplest truth you have verified. Awareness is present before every thought. Rest there for even one breath. From that vantage, choose the next right action, however small. That is enough. String enough of those moments together, and you have a life that honors both the boundless and the particular, both the unity you glimpsed and the diversity you live. Beyond bliss lies usefulness. Beyond serenity lies solidarity. You are here to embody both, and in doing so, you remind others that freedom and responsibility are not rivals, but partners in the same dance.